Chicago Bears defense was so explosive in this game versus Dallas, and one guy who really stood out among everybody else was no other than defensive tackle Gervon Dexter, the second round pick back in, I want to say it's 2023 now, right? Yeah, I believe you drafted in 2023, 2 years ago. Gervon Dexter, he is starting to really showcase his ability to get to the quarterback, dominated in this game. And right here, we're going to see them pull this right guard from this right side to the left, and we're going to get a one-on-one opportunity with this center. Now, as that happens, you're going to just see he outmans him. He's too strong, too powerful. Once he gets that leverage, throws him to the side and goes and nails. Great hit, by the way. Didn't go too high, didn't go too low, and then nails Dak Prescott. Ultimately, does find Gavontae Turpin, who also gets lit up by Kevin Byard. But in this video and in this game specifically, Gervon Dexter had 6 total pressures. And a lot of these came on just one-on-one opportunities, right? Reminded me a little bit of Chris Jones of the Kansas City Chiefs. And I wanted to break down some of his film. I want to show you just how good this guy is and how good he can be going forward. Before we really dive into the film, though, I would ask a little bit of a favor from you. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. But most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Bears throughout the entirety of the season. On my main channel, a couple of days ago, by the time you're seeing this, I have already posted a Caleb Williams breakdown. If you want to see that video, go check it out, and we will be covering the Bears, even more throughout the next couple of games. So join the family, and let's dive in. So one thing that teams are going to learn really quickly is it is going to be tough to double team outside of Gervon Dexter, okay? So usually offensive lines play in what we like to call a 5-man or a 6 or a 7-man scat protection, okay? Scat protection, that's what you need to know. So a scat protection is essentially when you have a zone side and a man side. So they're going to zone or slide to the left, and they're going to have man-to-man to the right, okay? Now, you don't want to leave Gervon Dexter in man. And I'm going to show you why. They put him on Tyler Booker here. Again, center's going to slide to the left, and look at Gervon Dexter. Demoralizes the rookie right guard here by hand fighting and getting leverage to the inside shoulder, getting immense pressure right away on Dak Prescott, and they pick up maybe a yard there. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like a yard. Now, go the other angle. Again, usually what teams will do is they'll slide to the strong side or they'll slide to whoever they believe needs to be doubled. I expect a lot of teams to start doubling Gervon Dexter. Now, again, it's tough because they're sliding this way. So, no matter what, there's going to be at least 2 guys getting one-on-ones, unless you have a chip and release tight end and a chip and release running back. But a lot of teams don't want to keep a running back and a tight end in to block because then you have less routes. So, you get a one-on-one here, you get a one-on-one here, and a one-on-one here. Love it. Get that ball out early, force a check down. Nothing else is there. Beautiful. And you can even see Jake Ferguson down the right sideline. He's like, hey, I'm open. And if we had any more time in the pocket, we might have been able to throw this one-on-one ball down the right sideline, right? Puts his hand up like, hey, throw me the ball. I'm open. Yeah, the ball's already caught. Your guy's already getting tackled here. But again, Gervon Dexter, dude, absolute freak of nature up the A-gap. And you start to see the positional versatility kind of creep through. And right here, he's lined up as a 5 technique. So past couple possessions, we've seen him lined up as a 3 tech, kind of inside the guard, right? But now, he's lined up as a 7-eye. Okay, so now you're on the inside shoulder of the tight end, utilizing your speed to the outside versus the tackle. So right here, we see him get that one-on-one matchup. They're in that slide to the left, one-on-one, man-to-man, to the right. As he gets it, you see the punch. You see him use that strong arm to get to the inside shoulder of the tackle. Rips through. Look at the speed burst. Look at the little speed burst, dude. So quick. You don't expect him to be this fast, but he is tremendously fast. Okay, good job not hitting the quarterback too hard there. Let's watch this from the other angle. Again, he's going to use a strong arm as a 7-eye. He's going to get to the inside shoulder, smack through, right? Smack and rip through. Boom. And then look at the speed to avoid any contact. Get right around the arm. Amazing. And they do dump it down. We need to be tackling better, Jaquan Brisker. Right? Need to bring this guy down right here. Need to bring him down. And pick up 8-9 yards. But Gervon Dexter, man. Freak. Week 4 of the NFL season is officially here, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all year long. And I wanted to give you my picks for this week's slate of games. And let's start off with the Cardinals and Seahawks. First thing I want to say is the Seahawks defense does a really good job at getting to the quarterback. I do think Kyler Murray is going to be forced outside the pocket. I'm going to go higher than 30.5 rushing yards there. I also want to go to Cooper Kupp and look at his number for receiving yards. It's at 37.5. I'm actually going to adjust it to 29.5 and go higher than that. I want to look at Trey Benson, and I want to say higher than 1 rushing or 0.5 of touchdown. So you get a rushing or receiving. I'm going to go higher than 0.5. And I also want to make one more pick here of Sam Darnold higher than passing yards. I'm going to adjust this thing all the way down to 179.5 and go higher there. And I'm just going to throw, let's say, 15 on that to win 70. Guys, I'm going to put this in. I love it. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys are going to do. But this is the place to be. Guys, download the app today. Sign up with my promo code NFLFilm. They are going to give you and score you $50 in bonus funds right away when you play your first $5 bet. So again, play $5 bet, use my promo code NFLFilm and get 50 in bonus funds. Guys, that's promo code NFLFilm. Millions of fans have already won billions just making picks on Underdog. Will you guys be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. It's simple. Let me know what you guys are doing this week.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado, for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerns your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit the www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call it 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Another rep he gets over the center. We are showing 5. They only have 5 blockers here. So, again, we're just going to get this one-on-one versus the center, and he just dominates, right? We're going to initiate the point. We've seen him beat him with speed and agility earlier. Now we're going to see a sense of just pure leg strength and drive power and upper body strength as well, right? So, engages, and then at this point, obviously, the speed, it's not working. The dude is doing a really good job kind of mirroring our actions. So now we got to go into our bag and just use the power, right? Drive him back 4-5 yards. Montez Sweat ends up getting the sack here. But you can start to see Gervon Dexter, as he gets stood up here the first time, right? He tries to swat the arm down. You can see him come punch the arm down. Doesn't really work. Center does a great job keeping leverage. But once that happens, we got to do something different. And now we drive him back. Great job by Gervon Dexter. Once again, picks up his teammate, celebrates. That's what you want to see out of Gervon Dexter, man. He's starting to really come into his own of being that really dominant pass rusher that can line up inside, outside, and do anything you really want him to do. And now they utilize him in a stunt action. Essentially, we're going to reach the point of attack, bounce inside, and then Dexter is going to slow approach and then bounce around the C-gap to the outside, force Dak Prescott, flush him outside the pocket, but still generating pressure. See how slow we're coming here? And then boom, as the stunt works, we get to the outside. Now we can overpower that right tackle, force Dak outside the pocket, and then he's forced to just throw this into the dirt for an incomplete pass, right? And we can just keep going all day long. Again, good job off the stunt, generating that initial pressure. But then you go into the next play, and he does a good job again, getting pressure on Dak Prescott here, right? They're in the red area, trying to get a touchdown, trying to get some points. We got a 0 technique in Gervon Dexter. We've seen him lined up in a 7-eye. We've seen him lined up in a 5, a 3. Right now a 0 technique right over the center. I mean, he can do everything for you. Crazy. Now, boom, gets pretty much instantaneous pressure on Dak Prescott, forces the ball to come out early, doesn't see the linebacker, and boom, easy interception game, right? whenever you can draw pressure, you can create those bad passes, those bad decisions, those interceptions, and that's what you get right there with Dexter just beating the center. Easy money, man. Easy money. Guys, we're going to end the video here. Check out Underdog. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Join the family. Turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.